Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here.
Today I'm making wire heart earring hooks. You will need flush cutters, flat pliers, round nose pliers, and I'm using Beadalon bail making pliers. Nylon jaw pliers are optional, and you'll need a cup burr. I have the Beadalon wire rounder. I am using 20 gauge half hard argentium silver wire. We're going to take a 3-inch piece of 20 gauge wire and bend it at about an inch at a good angle with the tweezer nose pliers, and we are going to curve it around with the Beadalon bail making pliers to make the top of the heart and then around the other side of the heart. So we're just going to curve the wire around to make a small heart, and you can measure to make sure you have two the same size. So now we are going to get the tweezer nose pliers and bend the wire up at an angle, and then just curve it around on one side to follow the shape of the heart, and bend the wire straight up at a sharp angle in the center of the heart. So that's our starting point, and then we're going to bend the wire straight down. So we have one wire up, one wire down, and then we've trimmed it to about 3/8 of an inch, and we'll curve it around to make the loop at the bottom. So we have a nice centered loop, and then we're going to hold it with the flat pliers or the nylon jaw pliers, bring the wire out at an angle and around with the bail making pliers to form the hook. Trim the end if you need to, and then bend it out at a slight angle, and then we are going to soften the end with the wire rounder tool. So just soften it up. So here are the basic hooks, and then you can get some head pins and add some beads to dangle down below. So for the second style, we are going to trim the end so it's flush, and then we are going to take the pliers and just curve the end around into a centered loop. I'm actually doing both at the same time. You could do them separately if you prefer. So that's our starting point, and then we'll separate them. And then from there, we'll get the tweezer nose pliers and bend it out at an angle and start forming the heart. So with the bail making pliers, we're going to curve it around to make one side of the heart. Just eyeball it for the size, just curve it around. And then get the tweezer nose pliers to bend it at a sharp angle in the middle of the heart. So now we'll get the bail making pliers again to curve it around, wiggle it around so it's the same size. Just check both sides to make sure the curves are the same. You could go back and forth with it. And then I decided to flip the wire over to the other side so it's on top of the loop, and then bring the wire straight up in the center, straight up through the heart, because we're going to put a bead on there. So it just goes around, the wire goes straight up, and now we're going to stick a 4mm miracle bead on there and just push it right down inside the heart. Push it a bit with your fingers, and then just squeeze it so the bead is right in there. Do any little adjustments that you need. You can make the heart bigger if you want. So now we have to bend it to the front and then around to the back to make a centered hook. Using the bail making pliers so the hooks are the same size. So bring the wire straight to the back, and we're just going to compare them to make sure they're the same size. You can do any little adjustments that you need to make it a little bigger or smaller. From there, we're going to bend the wire out at a wee bit of an angle and trim the ends so they're the same length. From there, we're going to soften up the ends. You can also use a file for this. And then you could use some head pins or make your own out of wire to dangle down some beads.
So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.